Elite's NSS Exam 5-Star Series, HKDSE English Language Paper 3, Listening and Integrated Skills Mock Papers, Volume 2, SET2. Instructions to candidates. You should have on your desk a question-answer book and a data file. Do not open them until you are told to do so. I repeat, do not open the question-answer book or the data file until you are told to do so. Now, write your candidate number in the space provided on page 1 of the question-answer book. Now, look at your question-answer book. Check that your question-answer book has no missing pages. Look for the words "End of paper" on the last page of your question-answer book. Now, stick your barcode labels in the spaces provided on pages 1, 3 and 5. Close your question-answer book when you have finished. Now, look at your data file. Check that your data file has no missing pages. Look for the words "This is the last page of the data file" on the last page. Now, close your data file. You are reminded that all examination materials will be played once only. The test is divided into 2 parts, Part A and Part B. You should use a pencil to answer all questions in Part A, short tasks. For Part B, extended tasks, you should use a pen. Put your hand up now if you have any difficulties. It is not possible to handle complaints after you have taken the test. The test is about to begin. Keep your earphones on until you are told to take them off. Part A. Open your question-answer book. You should use a pencil for this part of the paper. Part A is about to begin. Look at page 2 of your question-answer book. Situation for Task 1 to 4. You are Maurice Chow, a Form 6 student. You and your classmates Peter and Mary are doing a course in mass communications. You have to do a term project on different forms of entertainment. For your homework, you also have to write an article on different forms of entertainment in the future. You will have a total of 4 tasks to do. Follow the instructions in the question-answer book and on the recording to complete the tasks. You will find all the information you need in the question-answer book, the data file, and on the recording. You will have 2 minutes to familiarise yourself with tasks 1 to 4 before the recording begins. Later, you will have 5 minutes to study Part B and the data file to complete the tasks in Section 1 or 2. Task 1. You and your friends Peter and Mary are discussing different forms of entertainment. Listen to the conversation and complete the task. You now have 30 seconds to study the note sheet below. At the end of the task, you will have 1.5 minutes to tidy up your answers.
Hello everyone. Are you ready to start discussing about the different forms of entertainment?
Yes, we are.
OK then, let's start with cartoons or animated films.
Some people find cartoons to be entertaining. Children especially are fond of cartoons or animated films.
Not only children, but even adults enjoy watching animated films. Films like Shrek and Finding Nemo have been successful animated films.
Movies and plays are forms of entertainment too.
Yes, movies and plays are also forms of entertainment. Many people find movies and other live performance such as circus, plays and musicals very entertaining.
Yes, people of all age groups love to go to cinemas. Circuses and plays have become rare in today's world due to the advancement, and most people prefer to watch movies.
Are jokes and comics forms of entertainment?
Yes, people read jokes and comics for amusement. Humorous jokes produce laughter.
Many people read comic books. Marvel Comics and DC Comics are famous publishers of comic books.
Some of the most famous comics have been made into films like Batman, Spider-Man and Superman.
Is dancing a form of entertainment?
Yes, dancing is a form of entertainment. Many people find participating in dance to be entertaining. Different cultures have different forms of dances.
Dance and music are important forms of entertainment. They are also the most ancient forms of entertainment.
You're right about dance and music being the most ancient forms of entertainment. Dance and music have existed in almost all cultures and civilizations. People danced, played music and sang on various occasions.
Oh, so singing is also a form of entertainment?
Yes, of course.
What about media?
Yes, media is a form of entertainment.
People read newspapers, magazines and listen to radio. All these collectively are called media. Besides knowing what's happening around them, people read newspapers and magazines for entertainment.
Games are another form of entertainment. People play different games to amuse themselves. Checkers and chess are some of the oldest games.
Sports is also a form of entertainment.
Yes, I think we've discussed about some important forms of entertainment. This information should be enough.
I agree with you. Let's meet tomorrow to discuss other topics regarding the project.
See you later.
That is the end of Task 1. You now have 1.5 minutes to tidy up your answers. Task 2. You and your friends Peter and Mary are discussing about the importance of entertainment. To complete this task, listen to the conversation carefully. You have 30 seconds to study the note sheet below. At the end of the task, you will have 30 seconds to tidy up your answers.
Hello, Morris. Did you hear the news that they're going to construct a new library building?
No, I didn't. Who told you that they're constructing a new library building?
Never mind that. Aren't we here to discuss the importance of entertainment?
Yes, we are. But where's Peter?
There he is.
I'm sorry, I was in the library.
What were you doing in the library for so long?
I was trying to find information related to the project.
Did you find out about the importance of entertainment?
Yes, I did.
Before we discuss the importance of entertainment, let us first define entertainment.
Entertainment consists of any activity which provides a diversion or permits people to amuse themselves.
Could you please repeat that?
Sure. I said entertainment consists of any activity which provides a diversion or permits people to amuse themselves. In other words, entertainment is also amusement.
OK, now let's discuss why we need entertainment. Can we do without entertainment?
We cannot do without entertainment. The more complex the mind, the more complex forms of entertainment are needed.
You're right, Mary. We cannot do without entertainment. Entertainment is needed to relax our mind.
OK, how else does entertainment benefit us?
Entertainment helps us lead a happy life. Without entertainment, we'd get bored and unhappy.
I agree with you, Mary. Entertainment does help us to lead a happy life.
Do we need entertainment to stay healthy?
Yes, to stay healthy we need entertainment. We travel to different places, play games, watch movies. All these activities are responsible to keep us healthy, in some way or the other.
We need entertainment to pass the time, don't we?
You're right. Some people read stories. Some people watch movies to pass their time.
Why else do we need entertainment?
We need entertainment to relieve stress.
Yes, we need entertainment to relieve stress, just like we need sleep to relieve fatigue.
I think we've mentioned important reasons as to why we need entertainment.
Yes, we'll discuss the other topics later. That is the end of Task 2. You now have 30 seconds to tidy up your answers. Task 3. You and your friend are discussing about the drawbacks of some forms of entertainment. Listen to the conversation and complete this task. You have 30 seconds to study the note sheet below. At the end of the task, you will have 30 seconds to tidy up your answers.
I'll take note of important points while we're discussing about the drawbacks of some forms of entertainment.
OK, let's start with sports. We all know that sports are a form of entertainment.
That's right.
What we didn't discuss is that though sports are a form of entertainment, all sports are not safe. Some sports are too risky and dangerous.
OK, so the first point is about sports. Some sports are risky and dangerous.
What about movies?
Movies are also a form of entertainment. However, they have certain disadvantages too. For instance, some movies depict crime, drug abuse, etc. Some movies even glorify crime and violence.
Could you please repeat the last sentence?
I said some movies show excessive violence and crime and also drug abuse. And the worst of all, some of these movies glorify violence and crime, which has a serious effect on people.
Some teenagers behave violently and speak with profanities.
What about circus? It is also a form of entertainment with lots of disadvantages.
Yes, circus is a form of entertainment. The main disadvantage of it is that the circus animals are treated very cruelly. It's the worst form of entertainment at the cost of cruelty to animals.
Now, let's talk about watching TV. Watching TV is a form of entertainment, but this form of entertainment has its drawbacks.
What disadvantages does watching TV have?
Watching TV for some time is okay, but watching TV for a long time has harmful effects on health.
I still don't get it. How does it affect one's health?
Well, to put it simply, extended hours of watching TV can affect your eyesight.
How else can it affect your health, besides affecting the eyesight?
Extended hours of watching TV means less physical activity. Less physical activity means you'd eventually put on weight, and that would in turn make you susceptible to diseases.
Oh yes, overweight people are susceptible to several diseases.
Do you know any more disadvantages?
Reading is a form of entertainment. Some people read books for recreation, but not all books are entertaining. Some books can bore the reader.
I agree. According to my experience, not all the works of Shakespeare are entertaining. Some of his works are quite boring.
Mary, if you've taken down all the important points, I think we should stop here.
Yes, let us stop. We have enough information here. That is the end of Task 3. You now have 30 seconds to tidy up your answers. Task 4. Write the ideas of your friend on the note sheet. Listen to your conversation with her to complete this task. You have 30 seconds to study the note sheet below. At the end of the task, you will have 30 seconds to tidy up your answers.
What are you doing, Morris?
I have to write an article on different forms of entertainment of the future for my homework. I can't seem to think of any.
Perhaps I could help.
I'd be grateful if you could.
Well, you just want to know what would be the different forms of entertainment in the future, right?
Yes. I want to know what activities would become forms of entertainment in the future.
OK, space travelling could become a form of entertainment in the future.
Why couldn't I think of it before? That's a good start. Tell me more.
Playing virtual reality games could also become a form of future entertainment.
Playing what games?
Don't tell me you don't know about virtual reality games.
Oh, I know about virtual reality games.
Playing multiplayer games could also become a form of entertainment.
But people already play multiplayer games. I need something new, something we don't do in the present.
People would play different games against others on their mobile phones. This could become a form of entertainment in the future.
Playing against others online on mobile phones could become a form of entertainment in the future.
Yes, that's what I meant.
What about reading e-books? Couldn't it become a form of entertainment in the future?
Yes, but people already read e-books for pleasure.
I know, but very few people read e-books.
In future, people would fight using small unmanned planes for entertainment.
That would be so much fun. Fighting with small, unmanned toy planes for entertainment. That would be so exciting.
Do you need any more ideas?
Yes, you have some great ideas. I'd be more than happy to include them in my article.
People would come together and cook in special places for entertainment.
But people already cook for entertainment.
I know, but they don't cook with strangers. What I mean to say is that people would go to certain places, like cooking clubs, and cook or experiment cooking.
So you mean to say that cooking at cooking clubs could become a form of entertainment in the future?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm trying to say.
Well, I think I can write a wonderful article with these ideas. Thanks a lot, Mary.
No problem.
That is the end of Task 4. You now have 30 seconds to tidy up your answers. Part B. You will now hear the situation for Section 1 and for Section 2. Situation. You are Timothy N. You are a sales executive at a store. 2 recordings will be played. You will hear a conversation between you and Jack Smith, a friend who is planning to open an e-shop. In the next recording, you will hear an interview with Mr. Chan, the owner of a popular online store. You can make notes on pages 2 and 3 of your data file. Before the recording is played, you will have 5 minutes to study the question answer book and the data file to familiarise yourself with the situation and the tasks in Section 1 and Section 2. Keep in mind that you must attempt the tasks in either Section 1 or Section 2. Do not attempt to do both sections. Complete the tasks by following instructions in the question answer book and on the recording. You will find all the information you need in the question answer book, the data file, and on the recording. You have 5 minutes to familiarise yourself with Part B and the data file. The recording is about to begin. Turn to page 2 of the data file.
Hello, Timothy. Have you got any ideas about running an e-store?
What do you want to know?
Well, I'm planning to open an online store.
That's good. What are you going to sell in your store?
I have no idea. That's why I need your help.
You can sell a lot of things online.
Yes, but I don't want to sell everything. I just want to sell things which will profit me.
Oh, if you want profit, then you must sell computers and computer peripherals.
Aren't there many shops selling computers online?
Yes, nevertheless it's profitable.
What else do you want me to sell which will profit me?
Jewellery and watches. You earn a lot of profit from selling jewellery and watches online.
Are you sure selling jewellery and watches is profitable?
Yes, I'm absolutely sure. But the watches have to be of popular brands. According to me, selling kitchen appliances is also profitable.
Kitchen appliances like juicers, ovens, etc.?
Yes. There's one shop in the city which sells kitchen appliances online. The owner of the shop is making a large profit by selling kitchen appliances over the net.
I think it's a good idea to sell kitchen appliances. Tell me more, Timothy. What more should we offer on sale in our online store?
Mobile phones and accessories are also saleable.
Do you make a good profit out of selling them?
Yes, of course. Many people prefer to buy mobile phones and accessories from an online store.
What about selling tools online?
Yes, tools are saleable online, but only the garden tools are. If you're thinking of selling machine tools, then it's not such a good idea.
What about movies and music DVDs and CDs?
Movies and music DVDs or CDs sell quite fast. You should also include computer and video games. They go like hotcakes.
What about the profit? Do you think you get a good profit selling movies and music DVDs or CDs? Or by selling computer and video games?
Yes, you do earn a good profit by selling them.
What about musical instruments?
Musical instruments are difficult to sell. I would advise you not to sell musical instruments, especially not online.
OK. What else should we sell online?
Health and beauty products like face creams, oils, lipsticks, etc. You earn a good profit selling health and beauty products.
What about sports and fitness-related products?
No, they are not saleable, and even if they were, you'd hardly earn any profit by selling them.
OK, I won't sell sports and fitness products.
You can sell books and magazines.
Would I profit much by selling books and magazines?
No, the profit that you earn from selling books and magazines would be meagre.
Then I will not go for it. I'll not sell books and magazines at my online store.
What services are you going to offer to your customers? There are so many online shops and there is a lot of competition.
Well, I've got a few things in mind. Like, my store will offer free home delivery within a radius of 10 kilometres.
You will provide free delivery on any item purchased, and that too within a radius of 10 kilometres?
Yes, that's right.
Don't you think it's a little odd thing to do?
You said it yourself, Timothy. There's a lot of competition around, and I intend to do well.
OK. What other odd ideas do you have in mind?
Well, this one's not odd. I want to offer a money-back guarantee to the shoppers.
Explain it to me. How do you intend to do that?
Some customers, if they are not satisfied with the services provided at my website, can ask for a refund of their money.
That's a good way of assuring customers.
My website will also offer a secured checkout page. This provision would ensure safety.
Yes, a secured checkout page would ensure safety.
Do you have anything in mind that would help my business?
Yes, I think you should make a provision to accept payment through different modes, like debit cards, PayPal accounts, or cashier's checks, etc.
Should I not just accept payments through credit cards?
No, you should accept payment through other modes of payment also, like debit cards, PayPal, cashier's checks, etc.
OK, that's an interesting suggestion.
I was thinking of suggesting a try and buy scheme. Have you heard of it?
No, I have not. Explain it to me.
Well, it's like you offer certain goods for trial for a certain period to the customers. They have the option to buy it or reject it after the period has expired.
That's a wonderful idea. I haven't heard of it anywhere except at car sales, where they let you test drive the car.
This provision can draw a lot of customers to your website.
What about offering free downloads on my shop's website to regular buyers?
I think that's a good idea too. But what would you offer for download?
Games, songs and movie trailers.
I know of one shopping site which offers this kind of service to its customers.
Well, Timothy, it's 10:30. I have to go now.
OK, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Recording 2. You will now hear an interview with Mr. Chan, the owner of a popular online store.
Hello, Mr. Chan. Thanks for finding a time to attend this interview.
No problem. As a matter of fact, I'm glad that I came.
Mr. Chan, you own the biggest online store in Hong Kong. Would you tell us what benefits does an e-shop have over a regular shop?
As with everything, e-shop or an online store also has its own advantages and disadvantages.
Mr. Chan, in this interview we're interested to know only the advantages or the benefits. How is an e-shop better than a regular shop?
Very well. It is far more convenient to shop through an e-shop or an online shop than to shop at regular shops.
I agree with that. You can shop from home, office or from anywhere.
An owner of an online shop doesn't have to spend much on the advertising of his business.
Yes, online advertising is cheaper compared to the cost of conventional advertisements.
Another advantage of an e-shop is that it saves the owner a lot of money.
How does it save the owners money?
Firstly, the owner of an e-shop doesn't have to buy a large property or shop, and secondly, he doesn't have to spend anything on furnishing the shop.
I see. Is it possible to run an e-shop without actually having a shop or any property?
No, you require a property to store goods. But it's not necessary to have a shop. If you have a large house, you can store goods in your house.
What are the benefits of an e-shop over a regular shop?
You can sell different products at an e-shop, which is not possible at a conventional store unless it's a large one.
You're saying that you can sell a wide variety of products at an e-shop?
Yes. For shoppers, it is also convenient to choose items at an e-shop.
I agree. Sometimes I can't find the things I'm looking for at supermarkets. We have to ask the employees to find certain products.
Owners of an e-store make more profit compared to the owners of a conventional store.
How is that?
Well, the owners of an e-store don't have to spend much on maintenance of shops. They don't have to pay large electricity bills. They don't have to fit cameras for customer security, etc.
What about taxes? Do owners of e-stores have to pay less tax?
No. People buying at an e-shop don't have to have money with them. They can use credit cards and buy things on credit.
Right. It is another important reason why e-shops are most popular than the conventional stores. You can buy anything you want on credit using the credit card.
You can buy more things at an e-shop at a time. You don't have to worry about carrying large bags. Also, You don't have to worry about transporting the large items like TV, refrigerator or a PC.
Yes, everything you purchase is delivered to home. Now, tell us, what do you need to run an e-store?
First of all, you need a website to run an e-shop.
Do you have to employ website designers to run the e-shop?
No. Website designers are needed to design your website if you cannot do it yourself.
Who maintains the website then?
Well, to maintain a website, you need a website administrator or a webmaster, as it is also called.
Besides a webmaster or webmasters, what else do you require to run an e-store?
You need a shop or a storehouse to store goods, although having a shop is not necessary.
A space for storing goods is a must.
Yes, you must have a space to store goods. You also need a vehicle for the purpose of transportation.
Oh, right. Since you have to deliver the purchased items to different places, a delivery van is a must.
Yes. Besides the delivery men, you have to employ 2 or 3 delivery boys.
What else do you need to run an e-store?
To run an e-store, you should have good contacts with different companies and suppliers.
I presume you need it to maintain a regular supply of different goods.
Yes, we have to have a constant supply of goods.
What else do you require to run an e-store?
I forgot to mention that you also need a server or computers to run an e-store.
Do you need a manager to run an e-store?
No, a manager is not needed to run an e-store. The website is looked after and managed by the webmaster.
Is there anything else you need to run an e-store?
Yes, you need to take certain safety measures to prevent hackers from gaining access to your server.
What kind of safety measures are to be taken to prevent hackers?
A firewall has to be used to block all unauthorized access. Other software has to be installed to block unauthorized access.
Well, Mr. Chan, I'd like to conclude this interview by thanking you once again. Thank you for telling us about e-shops.
That is the end of the listening component of this test. You will have 1 hour and 15 minutes to complete the written tasks. An announcement will be made when time is up. Take off your headphones now and turn off your radio.